Okay, year nines, let's have a look at how to design our laptop stand in SketchUp. Okay, so this is your OneNote kind of task sheet, if you like, where all your details are. And you can see our design brief there. We're looking at designing a laptop stand. You can read through that and you have some instructions, a couple of different things you need to do along the way. This video is in relation to part number 4, or section 4, where you're going to create a CAD model, computer-aided design model of your final design. So, let's open up SketchUp. When you open up SketchUp, the main thing is that you choose a template that is millimeters. Any template with millimeters is fine. Woodworking millimeters, here we go. Now a couple of things you'll need to do is you'll need this little sidebar here. Not essential, but it's handy. So if you go View Tool Palettes and click Large Tool Set, you get this toolbox over here, or toolbar. And if we go to View and Customize Toolbar, we drag these little houses up here. They're very, very important. You'll need them to navigate around your model. Okie dokie, so I am going to look in from the side view. I'm going to look in from the left here. No, I'll actually look in from the right view. Let's double check. So I want to be looking in this orientation, which is the blue and red axis. So let's have a look here. Blue and red. In that case, that's actually the front view. So I'll just look in at the front view. That's fine. I'm going to start off by drawing a rough rectangle, well, a rectangle that represents my laptop when it's closed. So rectangle, that's R on the keyboard. And I need to make this 225 wide. It's from my MacBook Air, comma 325. Now I'm just after a little bit of an error there. I'm just after making a little mistake. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw this rectangle in this orientation over here. Okay. So this, I need to draw my laptop flat, and you should see why in a moment. $325, comma 225. Okay, we're good to go. This is my laptop, and I'll be looking in from this direction here when I'm typing. Keyboard here, and the screen would just flips up over this side. I'm just going to pull this up about 10 millimeters, and there we go. Now I look in from that front view again. What I'm going to do is spacebar to grab your selector again. I am going to move this up 50 millimeters. Now I can see there's a bit of perspective happening here. Perspective is not my friend at the moment, so I'm going to go camera and parallel projection. There we go. Now next up, I want to get my angle. So from our first prototype was 20 degrees. We're going to pull it back a little bit, and we're going to go to, we go 15 degrees, I reckon. 12, I'm going to take a punt at 12 degrees. Okay, here we go. My intuition is telling me 12 degrees. So I'm just going to, from that point, the front point, I'm going to rotate it up 12 degrees. Cool. That's our laptop floating in space. We need to design a laptop stand around that. Okay. Now, what we can do is we're just going to make our laptop a group. So right click and group. And we can now design around that. And I'll click from here, straight down if I like, all the way over, all the way to here. And now we have an extremely basic laptop stand for our laptop. Now, that is exactly the right size at the top, and I feel that's not, you really probably want a little bit more tolerance, a little bit more wiggle room, so I will extend that line out here. There you go. You can see the little pink inferencing line. It stays parallel with that original line that we had for the laptop. I'm going to go out maybe 20, 30 mil. I'm going to go 30 millimeters. And down, this is looking better. I'm inferencing this point over here. And SketchUp will figure out I want to line up with that. There we go. Eraser tool. Okay. Now I actually want to start making it look a little bit better. So I'll use my arc tool. Where's my 2-point arc? It's just over here. And from the midpoint, I'm just going to click to here. And tangent to the edge. You guys can do whatever shape you like. This is just one example. The main purpose of this video is just to show you how the tools work. I can use the eraser tool to delete these edges. Okay, cool. Arc tool again. A on the keyboard. I'm going to have a little rounded back section here because we have curves traditionally in woodwork are hard to make, but we have the luxury of a laser cutter here, so that does all the hard work for us. So we're going to utilize those curves and make it look better. There we go. Eraser tool, delete this line. It's flat on the bottom. Flat on the bottom is good because it needs to stand up nice and flat. However, it looks a tiny bit boring, so what we could do is we could kind of round out kind of a little foot here and a little foot here just to make it look a little bit more interesting. And as long as we got 2 points on either side for it to stand up, it'll be fine. Here we go. There's a little arc there, and I'll go another one from here. I'm just eyeballing the sizes. Now I'm just going to reference this arc over here, and if I click on this point, perfect, my other arc has gone down the same distance. Now let's see. If I look in from my side view here, you can see this is the side of my laptop stand at present. And we're actually going to copy paste, well, we're going to use this shape to create, I've shown you an example in class already, to create different slices of our laptop. And we're going to join all those slices together with a piece of dowel as per the example in class. Now you could, just to see what it looks like, could use the push-pull tool just to move over here, and we get an idea of what it will look like. The main thing you do need though is this side profile. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snap to this edge just to kind of finish it off. I feel like I'd like to make a 3D model of it right now. I've just moved both edges out 20 millimeters just to give myself a little bit of wiggle room. So there's a super basic laptop stand. Obviously you can change this around several different ways, and yeah, let's see what design you come up with.